Hey, welcome in. FG here. So, yes, today is another World Coin Day, and we're going to randomly pick a coin here. You will already know what it is, but it looks like today we're talking about Saudi Arabia. So give me just a second here. Let me get the Numista page up. Okay, I am back. This actually took me a while to actually find it. I ended up having to use, I have on my phone an app called CoinSnap, which allows you to take a photo of the front and the back, and then it tries to use AI and patterns to tell you what the coin is. I actually had to use that to narrow down and get myself in the right area. Part of the reason is they had marked on here 1947, and then this coin was not minted in 1947. I'll show you in a minute why that is, but you can see the date here, and I don't know if you can read that or not, but I kind of look at it like a 1 and a backwards 7 and a 7 and a Roman numeral V. Well, that actually stands for 1367, but that's in the year system that they're counting from. That actually equates to 1948. So this particular coin, well, tell you what, let's just put up the Numista page here real quick, and I'll show you what it shows about this coin. It is Saudi Arabia, minted from 1935 through 1950, but not every year. There was only a few years where they actually minted the coins, but they minted them in such huge numbers that they only needed to mint a few times. Both sides of the coin really have a lot of Arabic on them, which I am not going to try to pronounce everything. But on this front side, it's basically talking about King of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and has his name. And then on the reverse, it's got the crossed swords, and translation is 1 Saudi Arabian Rial struck in the holy city of Mecca, which is interesting. We'll get to that in a second. We can see it is kind of an odd composition, 0.9167 silver. So not sterling, not 90%, kind of an odd composition. 11.6 grams. So let's scroll down here and take a look. We can actually see the mints that it lists. While the inscription says struck in the holy city of Mecca, the mints that minted it are the Birmingham Limited Mint in the United Kingdom, the Mexican Mint, and the United States Mint of Philadelphia. And we can see the Mint of Philadelphia may have minted most of these, over 80 million of these minted between 1944 and 1949. So almost for sure the one that we have is minted in Philadelphia. So that's kind of interesting that this comes from the United States. If we look down at the actual dates of the mintage, we can see 1935 got 80 million. 1948 and 1950 don't have mintage numbers, but we know that over 80 million were minted in Philadelphia between 44 and 49. They just have that one date on them, the 1367 or 1948. and we can match up. Again, if you recall, the 1 and the backward 7, the forward 7, and the Roman numeral 5, well, that's that 1948 date if you look over in that column there. And we have about $11 worth of silver bullion in this. I'll go back to my coin here. They had a price tag of 20. I probably paid about 18 on this one. So not too terribly bad. 18 is probably about the right numismatic value for the XFAU range. And I would say this one probably would fall into that range. I don't see any major rim dings or anything like that. You have the cross swords here on the back. So yeah, that's our coin. I'm gonna have to, so even this is slightly off. It is 0.9167%. I did a close look under the magnifying glass of the characters, because I did find there are a bunch of different what would you call them, districts, maybe counties that issued coins. So you have to find the one that's right. There's a bunch of different 1 reals that this could have fallen in, but they are very specific about, you know, who the king is at that point for that district, apparently. So I found the one that matched, and that's this one. So anyways, we'll put the map up here and fill in for this coin, and maybe just a little bit closer look. And that's our coin. Let's check where it goes in the book. So Saudi Arabia. Let's see, do we have something else in the book that's close? So we're going to be just after Samoa. So let's find Samoa in the book here. Okay, here we go. So we have Samoa and San Marino. This is going to be Sao Tome, and Saudi Arabia. And there's a whole list here. Maybe I'll flash it up here on the screen real quick. You can see there's different emirates, kingdoms, shariffates, and where this one shows up as. So that will be right down here in the bottom corner. We'll go ahead and slide. I'll come back and update this card to change that to a 1948 at some point. Put that in the book here. And that is our country for Saudi Arabia, 1 real. So thank you for joining me. And I appreciate everybody who's subscribed and leaves comments. And I'll be back tomorrow. I have quite the backlog still of these coins. Eventually, I'll get to the end of my backlog, and I'll probably back my videos off from trying to do 1 a day to, you know, maybe 1 every other day or a couple a week. But I have such a backlog right now that doing 1 a day is the only way I'm going to get through all of these country coins. So back tomorrow with another one. I'll see you then. I'll catch you in the next one.